Hello everyone. Ooh, model's in a bit of a bad spot. Move that down. Alright, so I'm looking forward to getting back in. We got placed in silver last time, so that was a little unfortunate, to be honest. I was hoping that we could at least skip over gold, but it'd be a brutal when it puts you back in ranks, unfortunately. We had very good games though, placement, all things considered. We had like 1 to 2 bad games at most, which were a little unfortunate. A lot of very close games where like you just got edged out, all that. But we'll jump in and we'll continue. Shouldn't be that hard to continue to climb up though. Or at least I say that. If not, it's gonna hurt my pride, let's be honest. So brutal. Nah, definitely looking forward to it. But there's been so many good anime coming out this season. I need to start actually watching a lot of the seasonal ones at the moment. I kind of have a bad habit of not watching seasonal ones and just going back and watching ones from previous seasons I haven't watched until the seasonals are out. Which also means I technically don't get in the loop of like as they're coming out. Which is very easy to get spoiled because people are very loud about what they love, which I don't blame them, to be honest. The only people I can blame is the manga spoilers. People. To be fair, after actually reading some manga and then having like the anime release, I get how they feel. It feels good to know what's going to happen and be like, about what's going to happen. But like, don't spoil anything for anybody. It's kind of like that. I do understand the urge though and how hard it can be. But now there's actually quite a few series that are coming out right now that I've actually read before. So I'm a little kind of surprised about that actually. Few of those series actually don't have many chapters out though, so that's very disconcerting to be honest. Although some of them have like off the light novels, so they can just use that at the end of the day. Ooh, we have the Ari skin. We have the Ari skin. We actually have a lot of good skins. That's nice. Star Guardian Lulu. Probably one of the worst Star Guardians, to be honest. But still solid. Alright, what are we going to go for? What are we going to go for? Guess we'll let the gods decide. Let the gods decide our fate. Academia Cat. What does the Academia Cat give us? The arena is filled with crabs. Okay, it's the bonus loot. Oh yeah, because I remember I made a comment because it's Academia, it's Cat, you get more items. Why it's good to go Academia, that's why they chose it. At least that's what we're going to go with. I hope we don't have the glitch happen today again where that person didn't die when they definitely died. We start off with a gap. Kind of a little bit of everything though. Kabuko's nice. Zen's so I could go with Soulfighter. That could be interesting. I do like Soulfighter. It's been probably my most reliable build so far. I mean, I have a few options here. Let's just kind of get a little bit of everything. Thinking Soulfighter might be the option though, but we'll see what we get from the... So we only have one thing for Star Guardian. The Machinist one can be strong and can kind of build into this to a certain extent. At least has upgrading possibility, I should say. Okay, we're going Soulfighter. Okay, that's a no-brainer there. We're going Soulfighter. It is a little unfortunate though. I mean, we got a little bit of Star Guarding, but nothing more. I mean, we do have a few crew, but the crew is all about rolling anyway, so... if I sell all these, I could probably make enough money. I still haven't done a scout though, so I want to make sure that there's not like a heap of people going Soulfighter. Although that being said, I still have a really good dominant. Have a look here. No. Titan's turn, increase no. For every one you unseed, augment, reroll, gain 3. Stop, rerolls, gain 3 gold. Start up a champion, grant them one of the following. Honestly, I haven't really seen that. Let's give that a try. Not too sure how that's going to actually end up by working. There's not really much more I can honestly end up by doing. I didn't actually scout, did I? That's my bad. Possibly Soul Fighter. Sorcerer. Interesting. We have a few who's using Soul Fighter units, but I've seen that they've been diversifying a lot more. Yeah, I think this whole Soul Fighter build has decreased in its actual possibility as well. I still want to leave the Star Guardian possibility open, actually. So I didn't see any Star Guardians, and that could be low-key fire. I'm gonna get rid of the crew and Academia. Yeah, we'll go with that. We might end up by going Star Guardian. Although, if I'm not wrong... Oh, I already had her on the field. That was a waste of a roll. Whoops, easy. They have kind of changed how some of the builds are actually rated. Maybe I should go something different. I mean, I could go this, but I think I see a few people already going Sorcerer, so that's not a good idea. I'll keep the Soul Fighter on, and I'll have a quick look at some of the builds that have become a bit more popular to get a good handle on it. So I'm just going to sell her. All out. Interesting. All out looks a little interesting, actually. How does that one work, though? I'm getting wrecked on the battlefield. Holy God. Yeah. All out. Focus on a rolling comp 8. Okay, I think going all out may be the better option here. Do I see anybody going for that one? I have not done that at all, though, so that's a bit more of a wild card. Wither, Sorcerer, definitely. No idea about that person. That one's a bit more of a wild card as well. Yeah, I should be fine. So I'm actually going to need that cannon, so let's do that. All right, so let's go ahead and add this in. And I'll copy. The copy. Oh, does not do it while I'm in game. Interesting. Okay, what do we want? What do we want? We want cannon, which I almost called Kindred there because I am a sped. Jana, yes. Then we want to go straight to a Nico. Am I not dead yet, to be honest? Like, it sounded like I was having the most epic fight possible just then. Yep, Darius. Who do we want after that? I honestly don't know. Let's honestly go... Yeah, probably should have kept on going for that, but this gives me a better item, plus Darius is the person who is being used for this build. So, not the worst pick at the end of the day. Where was I? I've got... I keep on thinking that's Lucian. It's Rise. God damn it. Okay, we want Akali, which I am very happy to actually try out. That's one of the reasons why this caught my eye, to be honest. All right, so That really... That's feeling wrong. There's one person missing. Where is there? No, it would recommend you have the rune for it. Okay. I see, I see. Okay, so technically this one is one where it would prefer you to have the piece for it. I can probably still make it work though. But I only really need to roll it out at the end, so I think we can still make it work. So technically I think the person we wouldn't end up by having is pass on. But we'll use them if we find them, because of course, I mean, they'll make us stronger until we actually get our next person, to be honest.
Don't test me.
Right, how do we want to play this? So Soul Fighter isn't getting any bonus right now. I mean, I still want the Soul Fighter to get a bonus. I made it worse. Okay, that works, that works. So let's sell all the trash. Just to try to be a bit good on econ, to be honest. Other than that, what sort of augments do we want here? So naturally, not a good augment. Not a good augment. I shouldn't have chosen, to be honest. Everything else was so trash. Probably should just choose one of the ones that gave me a few rolls or something, because it could have helped out. Oh, we will actually win this. I mean, I wouldn't have been against a lose streaking for a little bit longer, but we'll take it. What does this do again? Starring up a champion grants them one of the following: 100 health, 60% durability, 12 ability power, 12 attack damage, and 10 attack speed bonus strict. Okay, I'm assuming that does stack as well. So that doesn't give me much of anything. I wonder what that's going to end up by needing if this is one where they can go prismatic. We'll have to see. Luckily, it's Krug, so then, well, Cuddle, so they don't fight back. Okay, I can actually start making some items as well, since I do know who is going to end up by being powerful. Let's have a look. I have no good options, damn it. So this is aggressive 8, so I'll just continue to go to 8, to be honest. Let's just temporarily give this to Xin Zhao. Armor and magic resistance, block row, back row, alliance, and attack speed. On death, summon a training dummy. Yep, that is just do good. Don't need him. He would have been good, actually. I could have got another person on the field. And technically, when it comes to items, I can make that item. I guess I'll just chill on that for a second. That's a solid item as well, actually. Not much of anything else at the moment, though. Okay, I was dissing that skin earlier, but it had some pretty cool animations by the looks of it. I was hoping it could pan up to give me a better view. Artifact might be fire, to be honest. Golden augment, no. Okay, I don't know which ones of these are going to be good though here. Critical strike, honest. Second ability, cost enemy, blows, health, violence, AP. gonna give this a try because I'm gonna end up having a Carl and that might actually be good on her. So let's just temporarily do that. Did you just get a power up for having more of the same unit on the field? Because he had like a little animation. Okay. Not going to worse, but it's not going good for just randomly trying something we haven't tried before. I love that training dummy. Oh, why did they all leave it? Oh, that was rude. Hey, Anolive. The stream's not going too bad so far. The game itself is, to be honest, but we're definitely getting there. Hopefully we can bring it back around and start the win soon, but it gets like that sometimes. Sorry I didn't see your chat sooner earlier, to be honest. Don't see the YouTube one too often every now and then. Especially when you're trying to focus on a game like this, it can be like, ew. Okay, let's continue this. What are we looking at? Sorry, I've gone silent. So I was just reading how you kind of meant to do this build just to see if I'm messing anything up majorly. Not messing anything up majorly, just close to it. Wait, does that? Sandra does like a... Use her light orbs like she's like doing cheerleading. That's funny. Honestly, this... Damn it. I mean, I guess the next best option would be grabbing a tier. Yeah, grabbing a tier. There was no Akali there, at least... No, I don't think that... No, there wasn't. All right, definitely. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, that gives us this. So, okay, so that doesn't actually have any prismatics and cool. I was just didn't think it would, to be honest. Still getting wrecked though. I need to fix this somehow. Okay, since we gotta have a Kali, we can honestly. Kali shouldn't be on the back line as well. She's a frontliner, isn't she? That's my bad. Okay, so put her on the front line. Let's change everything. Wait, no, she's right here. Let's go ahead and swap and put some of these good items on her. Honestly, I'll swap out those items later. May as well just put that. What are we gonna get? What do we want for her? Gain on a vamp. Oh, on a vamp could be good. I think that's the best one. Yep. Oni vamp. Yeah, Oni vamp. Honestly, we can just level as well. May as well get a little bit more power on the field, to be honest. We're close to 8. We've lost a lot of health getting there, though. That's a lot more than I wanted to be honest. I think with the Kali now, yeah, Kali's just wiping people off the map. That feels great. Didn't win, though. Did not win, though. That was terrible. Okay, good. Darius finally got up to 2 that we can actually use that. Part of me wanted to roll. Rolling at 7. No. We need to be good for the 4 costs. We need the 4 costs. Honestly, probably should not try things I've never done before in ranked straight away. Although this Akali is nasty. I reckon if you can get her started like a lot earlier, you could get a pretty good win streak going. Oh, that just sounds good. Oh, that's a lot of items. Okay, what do we want to do? Honestly, let's force the level. Do we want that? We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. Gonna force roll a little bit here. Not too far. Just further enough. Okay, we didn't really build up any of our items as well. We can definitely perfect our items a bit more on Akali, which will be nice. I mean, I don't need any of those items, so honestly, I'm just going to go for a reroll. Actually, the bow could have been used if I do end up finding a spatula. Oopsie daisy. We don't have our main tank yet, though. Okay, we've stopped the bleeding, though. At least a little bit, though. Technically, that's just the lowest person down, one down from me, so... But we stopped the bleeding a little bit. That's what mainly matters. Alright, what do we want from here? Honestly... No... Maybe... Blood Rage, your units gain amp based on their missing health. No. Not liking a lot of these. Your team gains armor and magic damage after following below health. A lot of health ones. Enemies take 1 damage as bonus, take damage increased every time take damage. Honestly, let's just go this. I want to see what that is. Yeah, I need to fix up these items a little. I think that is going to be pretty nice. Yeah, that's a feeling. I'm not used to seeing him in that skin. It wigs me out, to be honest. But he should be able to work for right now in that skin. But I just started dying. Oh, I love the beginning of a new set when I'm trash. I still reckon that last game earlier, though, when I killed that person on 7 health, they should have died. And this isn't a champion I want, but I can get him there, so I might as well do it. And then I'll find somebody else I want. He should start off on the side. I should probably put you there. Let's make around that. Okay. That's looking a little better. Ideally, getting a Kali 2-star would be our most pressing matter. I'm liking the animations and a lot of the firing in this set, though. It looks a lot more pretty than last set. Still figuring out whether I like a lot of the actual augments and that, though. Well, not augments, the actual set and everything. Oh. Come on, Akali. Akali is gonna... Oh. Come on. Yes. Okay, I did not think I was gonna win that. I thought I was totally thrashed. I can't really think of anything here that I would want other than maybe Okay, I'm just gonna grab the Twisted because it gives me a belt and I can use that to get a good item. Evening Shroud. Yeah, Evening Shroud. However, other than that, I'm honestly just gonna sell the Twisted. I don't need a Twisted Fade and he'll sell for good gold. Oh, good, and I did end up by getting a good one. How am I gonna... I want to incorporate her somehow. If I do that, I lose that, which is honestly pretty fine. Let's just get our Evening Shroud temporarily in there. I want to roll this item anyway. Warmogs, okay, perfect. That's for a tank. I don't have my tank yet, so let's just put that on him. I should have probably rolled then. I'm actually... I definitely should have rolled then, actually, with the amount of health I have. I should be able to take this one down. They have really good Kale in this skin line. They should have had a Morgana so we could have like a dual sisters build. That'd be fun. Enemies become friends kind of build. I am totally dead, aren't I? Okay, good. I survived on 4 health. Time to have our back against the wall and bring out a win. That's how it normally works, isn't it? I don't actually want him now if I think about it. Technically, leveling wouldn't have been a bad idea. Kind of just need to get everything I can. What does he want? What does he want? Anything. That'll do. Heals every few seconds. Okay, we have a bit more of the actual build together to a certain extent, so hopefully that can do something. No, we're definitely dead. Well, I would say you can't win them all, but I can't win anything. Yeah. Okay, it looks like a lot. I didn't play for one day and then every single build has changed under the sun. Got to love it. Okay, I know that sounds absolutely sarcastic when I say that, but I mean it in all the truest sense. Excuse me. Where I had a water bottle down there. Where did it go? There it is. Definitely not the best lineup for starting. But we'll try. It's still a good try. So did copy and paste that. So that's that build. At the end of the day, I'm going to try this one next unless I see anybody contesting me. Seems like one that's pretty straightforward. I'm surprised a lot of the Soul Fighters and Star Guardians have dropped down so far. I actually should act if there was a patch, because I think there was an update. I have not read it yet, and that is irresponsible of me if I'm wanting to climb, but you can call me a dirty casual. I don't care. I have fun while playing the game, and I'm in silver. I'm back down low again. I was so close to being flat emeralds. I wanted it. I wanted it bad. And this game's taking a while to pop. I haven't clicked into the store for ages, and then the first thing I see on the store is just Guna. Like, what the hell are they? Some of the skin lines are really good, but then they just devolve after so long. They have a really bad obsession with gold. Way too much gold. To be fair, it's where they make their money at the end of the day. So you cannot really blame them. Do 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 do. Damn, there's that Zoe skin. The chibi Zoe. That chibi Zoe is so good. The animations for like floating around with that are on point. It's the ultimate showdown. All augments are prismatic. Oh yeah, baby. Let's do this. What is gonna be good? That's the real question, though. I mean, even though that they're, I mean, I abandoned the Soul Fighter, which I should have probably kept on going, just because I was like, oh, the build isn't up there in S rank. Wouldn't A rank is still perfectly viable? That was so stupid of me, to be honest. Completely stupid. Oh, well, those little learning curves of a new set, seeing which builds can go, and then when a patch comes out and you didn't read the patch. Let's start. Actually, Star Garden. I mean, I do like the Star Gardens. They're a little bit hard to get going. Once they're going, they're good. You have to generally get RE3 though if you want to actually do anything.
My potential is limitless.
Another Soul Fighter. Not seeing too much possibility here. My brain is working overtime. I'm trying to think. This was what we were going, but I haven't even found a single unit for it, so it's not really viable. We'll see what the prismatic augment is, I guess, and then just work from there. I love Gunar's lines. Gain a random emblem now and at the start of every stage. One star champion of the start. That trait within cost equals to the stage. I definitely read that terribly. Gain a training dummy with 3 attached augments. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's also one. That sorcerer one. I was thinking about going this sorcerer build. That could be. That would change things up a little bit, wouldn't it? Not needed though, because every champion is already here for it. Thinking, this gives me the most flexibility. I'm going this. Oh, okay.
Don't test me.
Okay. Okay, we're backing out of our... Well, if I do end up by going this, actually, what pairs with it? Technically, nothing pairs. Nothing at all. However, if I stick to these guns, I can use this. It can be used. Yep, okay, so we're sticking with that gun. So we're going all out. All out has a few things that will combo well. Mainly being the duelist. Will combo also with it, but also having the... what is it called? The Supreme Cells will also mean that I don't have to worry about getting the extra Supreme Cell one, which I'm still going to try to get though. But it'll help out a lot. Okay, so let's fix this up a little bit. Let's just do that. That can get me to free straight away. Is he a backliner or a frontliner? He's a frontliner, really? Am I crazy? I don't know why. I do not see Cannon as a frontliner. Where's All Out? Here it is. All Out is considered a hard build. Okay. I'm used to seeing hard builds as a basic build because of last set, how it was just so... Every build was a roll the 8. Which that explains why I was probably getting wrecked earlier, because I was trying to do that, and I'm terrible at doing that. At least last set, everybody was terrible at doing it, because everyone was forced into doing it. We haven't built any other items either. There's not really any items I can build, which I like the idea of, so we'll just keep everything going. Yeah, we'll just keep everything going the way it is. Damn, nothing usable. Alright, let's do a scout then. I think he's going to be a little bit wild card. He could interfere with us a little bit. This dude will not, though. The crew. I don't think he's going to end up by going for the crew, to be honest. Heavyweight. Heavyweight's interesting. I haven't tried that yet. That person's definitely going Star Guardian because of the augment to that. Okay. Technically, we have the most out of everybody when it comes to everything, but our champions just don't hit hard, like, at all. Which is, you know, completely fair. Okay, give us some good units this time. Main thing is I can lose streak until stage 3, but stage 3 I just cannot lose streak on. Who do I want here? Who do I want here? I actually don't know who I want here. Instead of knowing who I want here, let's just go for Spatula, actually. Yes. Okay, so I can technically abuse this a little bit more because now I can get this on the person I want. Okay, so that means I'm going to have an extra one too. Will that give me any extra bonuses, or will it just be like, cool, you have an extra one, congratulations? I think that's honestly going to end up by being the case, which is a little sad, but we'll see. As for who I grabbed, he's a mecha. Gameplay is a mecha. That's cool. Mechamorphin Ranger. Mechamorphin Ranger Pirate. No, One Piece already did that. One bad thing about One Piece at the end of the day, though, is because of so many people like reading the manga and that, things get spoiled so bloody quickly. And it's so annoying because it's hard to actually avoid those kind of spoilers without like fully cutting you off from just the anime community in general. I love that Zack animation, just blobbing around. Okay, we're still fine to keep on losing. Doesn't feel good, but we are fine. It is all a part of the plan. Would be nice if he could get a Darius quickly, though. That way we can get to 4 pretty quickly. Technically, if I could get a bow as well, I could also get the 4 as well. Yeah. Definitely the game plan. You know, honestly, Riot doesn't need to go nearly as crazy on the animation as they did for Arcane, but they should do an animated series on the Star Guardians. Because, like, everyone knows we a Sailor Moon parody. The whole skin line is a Sailor Moon parody. But I reckon that would just be hilarious. And they don't have to do, like, super crazy on the animation either. So I reckon it'll be a way for them to easily catch it and make something entertaining and for also advertising the skins. The real question is, who would you make the main character? I guess all of them would be, well, all of the main original Star Guardians. Although, honestly, I haven't read the Star Guardians lore in ages. That shit got confusing. Yeah, confusing. The English language is my friend. Should be able to defeat these? Yeah, I should be able to. Going to be a little bit closer than I would like, though. I don't really have a lot of 2 stars. That's a little unfortunate. Nah, we're good. I was just being paranoid. Cool. Alright, give us something good. Item wise, please.
I am good.
Damn, it didn't give us a bow. That was one of the bare minimum things I wanted. And it gave us nothing else usable for anything else. Shit. Oh, good units though, that's good. I could put Jana on, but I want to keep this current combo that I have. Honestly, let's just go ahead and throw that. Damage shards around the enemies. Okay, let's just do it. Honestly, at the end of the day, I kind of just need to do this. So, I mean, I want to keep the sword. Sword's definitely usable. The tier's definitely usable. Technically, that's also very usable. I'm just going to make a hat. I don't think the hat's going to be too usable. But we'll use it. And we have like one... I do like duplicated. They're really powerful, but they also are very unnecessary sometimes. Technically, actually, no, I could duplicate... Okay, let's let the Augment go and just see what the Augment is first. But I could duplicate Darius to get him 2 stars right away. Duelist. I don't really want that. I don't want Spatula. Gain gold start of each round. Gain 1 shop reroll for every one. Honestly, I'm gonna take the gold. We have to get the 8 as soon as quickly anyway, so this will help us power ourselves up. I'm not gonna go too much further over what we just did. Right, getting Darius up and running is also good. He's not like the most crucial champion that we have, but he should help us start to not lose as badly. We don't really have a main damage dealer though. That, no doubt in my mind, that is our main flaw right now. I do like that actually. I might actually try doing the launchers. I don't just call them the wrestlers. That's what they are. Or Libres. Wait, is it actually Libres? I'm not reading that wrong. Luchadors. Oh no, luchadors. No, that makes even more sense. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm stupid. So they are the luchadors, okay. Technically I could grab him to try to level it, but I should be taking him off the field as soon as I get a little bit lucky. Honestly, I'm just gonna let... I mean, I don't want to lose anymore. But I'm thinking just letting the game roll just a little bit longer. I might lose the next round. I could roll down and level up pretty far, but I stay up here, I get more free rerolls, which will make it cheaper later on. Yeah. Just listen to me try to justify, because I'm not sure if it's a good idea. But, I mean, it's a plan. And you know what's worse than having a bad plan is not having a plan at all. Okay, that is actually very incorrect, because people in horror movies have the terriblest plans ever. The plan to follow the sound is not the right thing. And honestly, the only reason why I bring that up is I've been just having a lot of horror, like, movie stuff pop up in my feed lately. I do know why it's happened. My feed rotates around every now and then. It recently went from cave diving stories to now horror stories. Kind of like ghost horror stories too, like Appalachian Mountains, Skinwalker kind of stories. Super creepy. To be fair, it only popped up in the algorithm because I stopped to listen to it, so who's the real problem here? Nothing good here. I guess at the worst case scenario, I can just grab the Poppy. I'm not going to use her, but she comes with a glove which I can use to at least make a viable item. I have not scouted. She grabbed the Darius. Why did she grab the Darius? What is she building? Oh, she's building Sorcerer. Nice. She has a very weak lineup right now. I'm surprised. She must have had a few other things on her board that made her stronger. We don't want to end up by grabbing that. I do want to end up by getting this though. I only have to stay over 80 for this, don't I? Yeah, max 80, so I can roll down a little bit. Let's have a look at, just do a quick scout. Any contestants? No contestants? No major contestants for what I'm going for. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't try to roll down early just because of how much money we have though. Honestly, I do like these eyeballs on this map though. Little dancing minions. And yes, I'm distracting myself while I'm dying. It's what happens, alright? I actually do like that chibi model as well, actually. Although we could have got a bow for the spatula, that would have also been good. I would have liked to have seen what that ended up by doing. I mean, I do want to roll down, but I don't see any major point. Oh, I have Poppy to sell. What am I doing? Let's just throw him on the field. Melthite. Yeah. Don't know why, but I always get Melthite and Mordekaiser confused names-wise. It, like, will always happen. To be fair, I've had this problem with a lot of things before. Templars and Crusaders. I've had the problem with in Diablo. And my friend does not let me live it down. Because whenever I say one of them, I'm like, oh, the Templar. He's like, are you sure about that? And I'm like, yes. Yeah. I don't get it wrong as often nowadays, but he still fucks with me. To be fair, it's because I got it wrong a lot in the past though, so I can't really complain. I do it to myself. Okay, we'll do good rolls now. We probably shouldn't have let ourselves get as low as we did it health-wise though. We have probably 2 to 3 losses in us, depending on how bad they are. So we kind of have to hit. Part of me wants to wait. If I wait for this, other people will be at 5. How are people looking at their levels? 6, 7, 7. I think 7. I'm pretty sure 7. Why is that person 5? How is that person 5? Are they doing the crew? No, why are they 5? Huh. I need to look at that build. Jesus Christ, Darius, just dunking all over the place, I see. Okay, good. Good. Okay, let's give some of these rolls. Let's get some of these on the field. Well, I want to butcher my economy for this. I mean, I don't really see why not, to be honest. Well, I didn't get that out, did I? Okay, I'm not going to go any further. There's no point to it. Yeah, that's going to have to do for now. No, I can use that. I don't want the Darius. We don't want the Locks. We don't want him. Okay, we did end up by losing because I was hoping that we could stop the bleeding, but we're not exactly going to come out that weak next round though. Gain a random debuff. Don't like it. Choose 1 of 5 items. Gain a mythic. Let's do that. Bit of a wild card, but I like the idea. Yeah, let's do that. But we kind of.
I'm not here to make friends.
Come on, give me everybody I need. One game. Give me the people. Give me the people. Give me the people. That's not giving me the people game. Okay, I did end up by getting... No, I didn't get up by getting an enemy. Except for another Akali. I also rolled down way too far. Yeah, I'm just going to throw the items around a little bit since I kind of ain't going to get ideally what I want, so I kind of just need to use them. Damn, that was hard to kill. Hi, how's it going, Molten? No, it's not going too good, to be honest. I was doing a build and I'm like, why is this so weak? And then I looked at the build list and I'm like, oh, everything's changed. I think that was like a small patch, so up the creek a little bit without a paddle, to be honest. What do we got here? Nothing that we kind of want. Just gonna do that for right now. Honestly, let's do that. Let's change around some of these items so we can at least put some good items on this. Honestly, actually, I probably should have put the hat on the rise, to be honest. Yeah, he legitimately does magic, but I was saying, nah, Kali still does magic damage. She's still fine. We haven't found our main secondary person we want though, so that's been a bit unfortunate. No, that's fair. We're totally gonna lose. We're totally gonna get... Jesus Christ. Okay. Probably need to do a lot more research in this set. One thing with last set is there was a lot of rolling past level 8. Like every build was like that, so there was no skill difference with who can manage their economy best. But with this set, it's a lot more about managing the economy, which makes it not the best stat, unfortunately. Hopefully, we can get our Cartesen soon. Because I definitely want him. Alton, I guess you weren't here when I was telling about my Diablo story about how I can get Crusader and Paladin mixed around on Templar. All the above. To be honest, all the above. Okay, let's do that. Come on, give me what I want. I know you didn't hear it. I knew exactly where you would be straight away. If you did hear it. One of these people are not like the other one. Oh, yep, that's because I have him on the... Pull out. Echo. Oh, we're gonna die right now. I just got everything set up. I reckon... I could have... damn it, I was way too slow at the end there. At least I died to the person who has the best skin in the game. And a pretty good executioner as well. On Diablo, yep, that makes sense. Ugh, those have been some terrible games. Like, absolutely terrible. Oh, everything's frozen. There we go. Yeah. Not the best situation with the games, to be honest. Just debating. Wasn't gonna be coming on for a lot of games tonight. I'm just debating whether I want to do one more. I mean, it's been 2 losses. I can't really loss. Gonna play some Warzone. That's fair. Have you been getting into harder games, or? Because I'm not gonna lie, people I saw you versing, they were a little questionable. Some of them, little questionable, you know. To be fair, I remember when I played them. For a little while there, I played PUBG on the phone, and I was first. I'm like, okay, either these people are complete trash or they were 100% bots. They were more than likely bots. There was no way anybody's that bad. Even if they're on their phone and not used to using their phone. It's pretty straightforward. Although that's what they said the soldiers when they handed them a gun and told them to get out there. It's straightforward. Point and shoot. If it stops moving, move on. What are some other builds that I haven't looked? Okay, I'm just reading through some of these other builds just to see what's kind of viable at the moment. Honestly, some builds I'm quite surprised about are viable or considered. Juggler. That one looks like it might be fun. Low roll one, isn't it? Rolling at 5 for 3 cost. I could get behind that. I could get behind. Ooh. I definitely need to get a chibi skin, to be honest. Hurts a lot. No, I definitely remember you saying, "Oh, I'm finally out of boot camp and watching at least a couple games." I distinctly remember because I was procrastinating for making a video. And trust me, I remember when I procrastinate. Unless you were still in the boot camp, but you thought that you weren't. regardless, you're not a complete amateur at shooting games anyway, so don't take my words too seriously. They're not meant in hurtful. A lot of people are surprisingly bad at shooter games, to be honest. And then there's DMZ, where you get run on by a Chinese 6-man team 2 minutes after the game has started. That was so brutal. How you could all click ready up at the same time and get into the same game. That's just gross. Yeah, you're not going into ranked, honest. I mean, why not? Just have to look up all the guides on like every single specialized build. Yeah, I know the Chinese 6-mans were gross. To be fair, it's probably even worse now with just the sweats left. It's not even that there's the 6-mans anymore. It's just that the most tryhard people are on. Which I would say that when before that was even happening, I was just hunting down people. So might have been one of them. Oh damn. Oh well. Yeah, DMZ was a stinky game. I miss it though. I do hope that they bring it back, and I personally did not like the missions in it though. Like I hated doing the missions. I don't know, they just seem so stupidly tedious. Go to this place, grab this document, go drop it in this bin near this building. Like, what? Like, if it's get an item and extract, that's a bit more straightforward, but like put it in a specific bin, or put this many items in this bin. Like, what? Why? Like, I can guarantee people only did those missions because you could get good things like extra slots and other stuff like that. And we have a little bit of a soul fighter start up here. Although I was gonna be trying. Yeah, I am trying something different. As for difference, whether it's going to work, that's a completely different story. Yes, I said different too many times. That's for the mighty mech. Interesting. He is usable in the build that I have possibilities for. Nobody who I currently have the option to grab, but I could just throw him on there to get the duelist going. Okay, not too bad. Let's get a new board set up. So we do want Aatrox. Is there anybody else? Oh, I sold Neferi earlier. We do want to keep Neferi for this build. Whoopsie daisy. We want a Kale. We want Zach. Okay, those are hands down people we want. Hey, here, there's a Zach. Oh, that's tempting, but I'm not going for it, right? Your units know when you're failed exactly 2 copies of the champions, they both gain attack damage. No, I don't really want to try that at the moment. Your champions gain 7 permanent max health per interest you earn. That's going to be terrible for this build. You know what? Actually, let's give it a try. Personally think it's going to be bad for this build, but we will see. Is that really what we want? If I do that, I do that. I think that's going to be slightly better because I don't end up by wanting Mr. Pirate on the field regardless. As for that, we don't have good items yet. Let's give this to Kale. What does she want? Final Assault. Rampage Rage. Rampage Rage? Yeah, Rampage Rage. Alright, that'll work perfectly. Okay, I need to finish actually building this up as well. So we're moving on to the 2 costs. Pretty straightforward. We only want Mundo, which I guess I could have grabbed that earlier. Actually, I could have. He's literally the only 2 costs we want. Cool. We only want 1 3 cost, and that is the Great Grizzly Udia. Oh, I miss my days of backdooring with him. The Udia. The Udia. Yes, I was terrible at doing puns back then. I'm terrible at doing puns right now, so shut up. Are we missing anybody? We should be at 6. We're definitely missing somebody. Who are we missing? Ah, we have to choose that when we get to him. Interesting. Interesting. Weird. Okay. Honestly, I'm fine to lose streak a little bit. We need to get to the point of gaining interest. To be fair, we start rolling pretty low as this build. Okay, let's get something. Yeah, Rage Blade definitely going straight on. Perfection. Okay, other than that, we want to get Zac 3, we want to get Aatrox 3, and we want to get Cal 3. Those are our goals for this game. If it's going to work, we're going to find out. I'm hoping with getting some of the items, we do end up by... He does end up by doing some damage soon. Excuse me. Honestly, Udia. We definitely want Udia out of this. It's the only champion that we want. It's not an item that we want though. Grabbing an item that we want may have been better, but we can still make a pretty viable item. We can always just re-roll it later on if we need to. You have Udia, it'd probably be... Yeah, oh my god, it's well better putting him on the field. To be fair, we're close to leveling as well, but we'll just stick with that. To be fair, we do also want definitely a Jeweled Gauntlet as well on Kale. Jeweled Gauntlet will be very good. Okay, hopefully we can stop the bleeding a bit. We're at a pretty decent level of power. Especially with the Udia, he definitely helps us out a lot. He's a bit of a beast, actually. Does he have, like, the different forms that he rotates between, or is it random every form? That would be interesting. He's a part of the mentor ones. Interesting. I shouldn't kind of want to level. There's no point. No, I couldn't put Nefiri back on the field actually. Now, what are we doing on damage? Yeah, I definitely need that Jaw Gauntlet for the actually start dishing out some more damage a bit more severely. He's still dishing out good damage though for this level. And our front line's gotten a lot more stronger, so it just keeps us safe. Hopefully we can get the Jewel Gauntlet on this next run though. Yeah. Sorry. Yawn. One would think that I'm tired. And then one would think that I didn't get any sleep. And then one would think that that's... No. One would definitely think that's my fault, because it 100% is. I decided I would go start the reread through a Mon world that I haven't read in a while. I'm pretty sure, yeah, SSS Suicide Hunter. Which it is a pretty entertaining one. It has points where it's a bit but honestly most Mon will have that anyway. No, it's definitely very good. That was none of any items we wanted, game. That's very rude. No, we don't want Lucian. What is that? Monster Trainer Remus. I have not seen that Remus yet. What is he like? He's like a plant, like some sort of plant or fruit or something. Is he a dragon fruit? That's cool. Each champion on your first 2 rows. No. Remove all champions on your board. No. No way. Actually, no. That's terrible at this stage in the game. Units that start combat in the back row. Start with low health but gain attack damage. No. I'm just gonna have to do the component. Not really anything I can make usable, unfortunately. This is a roll at 5 build, isn't it? It is. Yeah, that's definitely usable. I was about to say, a little unfortunate that we ended up by losing out on having the 5 interest, but we ended up by making it back. The sword's not usable. The tier is usable though. The armor is usable as well. So the tier and this armor is not usable together. I'm not in a point where I need to rush to make any items, so as I lose. I say that as I lose. But no, not at a point where I need to rush, so we'll just chill. Okay, we're closer to a Zac 3 than we are a Kale 3, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Yeah, no good options. Oh well. This turn is taking forever. This turn is taking forever. Bloody. I need to paint the rest of my models that I currently have for 40k, what I got from my last combat patrol. I've painted everything but the Hellfire unit. Or Hellfire cannons, are they called? Honestly, massive mental blank. I definitely want to paint them. They're probably the unit that I like the look of. Well, they're one of the units I like the best, and not the unit that I like the look of the best. I definitely like the Blade Guard veterans the best. They are, oh, beautiful. Painting them up was so good. But and I should paint them before I get the rest of my ones, because I'm definitely getting the Salamander Combat Patrol. I'm definitely getting the new Salamander champion as well, so I'm about to have a lot more of a pile of shame. There wasn't really anything else there usable. Belt. What am I even saying? I could have grabbed the glove. I could have grabbed the rod. Oh my god, I know the 2 items that I need really badly. Okay, game. Yeah, that's nice. That's also nice. We're getting close to hitting some of our frees. Ooh. Hail 3 right around the corner. Hail 3 is going to be fire, actually. We're close to a Zac. We're one off of Zac 3 as well, actually. That's going to be really good. We should get the next fruit soon for Zac as well. The one that Kale has is good for her. We don't have Kale's main damage, though. Honestly, I should not discount the any lower level build. I honestly, a bit of a bad habit. Another para, so let's go ahead and give that to Zac. What do we want for Zac? That's good. Reducing common damage. Yeah, reducing common damage is just going to be the best for Zac. That's annoying. I'm going to have to bypass it. That's also very annoying. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. I rolled a little bit further than I should have though, but it put us into a pretty good situation. Would have preferred Dak though, but beggars can't be choosers. Especially since we hit everything else good for Zach. Damn, Aatrox is lying down heat even without having any items. Okay, we've situated ourselves into a good one. We should hopefully have at least a high 4 game this one. With everything we've just hit. Yeah, I wasn't going to do another roll, but I was like, oh, let's just do it. We don't want to use, but you can give us back to that interest level. Please give me... Okay, at least got the rod, so that's good. Bare minimum, to be honest. Bare minimum. Other than that, none of these are good. However, I can make it work. I don't really want that. We want to go full tank for him regardless. We technically hit everything we want, so we should level. Yeah, leveling gets us a lot closer to hitting our actual benchmarks. I was so tempted to keep on leveling just then, and then I realized, wait, no, we've got everything. Let's continue. Hopefully we can get that dual gauntlet soon, though. Let's see the damage Cal's dishing out now. That's pretty nice, actually. It's a good spread of damage. Especially for a 1 cost. She reminds me of the, any in the, I forget what the set was. Damn. Technically, that is usable. No, I don't want it. Ooh. I must upgrade our anvil. Okay. It's not the best option, to be honest. Give me a dual gauntlet. Yes. What's best to upgrade here? Dual gauntlet doesn't update anything special, actually. Other than just increasing a lot. I'm gonna honestly go the Rage Blade just so I can hit that point a lot faster. And just start threading them. I think that puts us into a very good situation. Because, yeah, Cal's just going to start flinging real quickly now that she's got her extra damage as well. It is lovely. Honestly, when I was looking through a bunch of the builds that are viable right now, and I saw Kale there, I was like, okay. Now I saw Rage Blade, and I was like, no unit uses Rage Blade right now. Which means it will probably be broken. Because they will ignore it. So I was like, yes. Because it feels so bad not having any units that are using Rage Blade at the moment. At least not ideally, I should say. Hey, we are situated in a pretty good position right now. We get Zach a little bit more armored though. It definitely gets Zach a little bit more armored. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, we're versing an Academia. Okay, I cannot see the Academias and say Academia without thinking of My Hero Academia. It is tainted, the word Academia. And I know it's not necessarily a bad thing, but still. They both got Rickon at the same time. That's funny. Okay, we want Set probably out of everybody. Actually, no, I'm gonna go for item over Set because I feel like we will find a Set regardless. Unfortunately, the item that I would want, I'm not gonna get it. There's no way anybody leaves that 5-cost champion there with a belt on it. Okay. I stand completely corrected. Okay, I am wrong. You heard it here first. I am wrong for the first time in my... Okay, now I'm fucking... Okay, that worked out very well, actually. Yeah, we keep on leveling. We want to level until we can get... What? Not that run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we want to level to 8. So then we can get everybody. Then go, and then we just start rolling again, and then don't worry about it. We've got ideal fruits. We've got very close to ideal items on Zac. Ideal items on Kale. And just some random ass isles on Aatrox, which are honestly good items regardless. Actually, I'll probably will dump the rest of my items on Aatrox. I could put some good ones on him. Oi. Don't +1 me. That's not allowed right here. Take that +1 away. +1 for you. Bloody hell. Yeah. You be jesting, Molten. You be jesting. Close to 8. Close to 8. There's no reason to panic right now as well. I'm so tempted just to force it. Okay, listen here, Molten. No. That is it. Just no. I'm gonna make it that anybody who does a +1 or a +2 or a plus anything gets banned. Against the rules. Against the terms and services. Yeah. Okay. I was almost expecting a +3 just then. Cool. I guess I'm in the clear. I know, that's rude. I'm not going to roll any further. I don't want to be tempted. Tempted to break my economy when I realistically shouldn't. There's armored items for Aatrox, but with the healing that Aatrox has, to be honest, that... Nah, yeah, I know what I want for Aatrox. If we get it, though, that's a completely different category, though. Okay, I can at least make more of an ideal item here. Well, I can at least make his ideal item combination, I should say. We want to roll those, and we're just going to roll. Perfect. Damn it. Didn't really get anybody usable there. We're still very strong, even without that. I know why. Set isn't showing up because I talked shit about, no, I don't need to grab that set. I'll easily find another one of them. Now he's just not showing up. Bloody hell. Very rude. Oh, this is cat academia right now. Nice. Not nice that it killed me. Well, that it hurt me, but nice. Why is nobody dead yet? Why am I at the top of the leaderboard? Okay. Okay. Turns out I was the danger the entire time. Now I'm just in danger. Let's do a couple more rolls. I'm honestly going to go down a little bit. Not too fast to go to 30, to be honest. Okay. Don't do it any further, though. It's called a restraint. It is important. Although I definitely... In my latest short that I did, when I looked at it initially, I honestly... Everything I thought in my head for, like, who I was ruling out and that, I'm like, okay, I need to actually just say it. Especially with Ichigo being a Neko baby. Because to be honest, he is... To be fair, all of the big three do it. They're, like, from the biggest families, most badasses in the universe. So yeah, it was pretty easy to rule them out, to be honest. As for like, actually I don't think they ended up by doing anything with Deko's dad. We're kind of in the final arc right now, and I haven't read the manga, so don't spoil it. But yeah. But yeah, like, Naruto started off being like about, I remember his fight with Nenji was all about, oh, I'm gonna break down the system. People aren't born into their position, they earn it. Naruto turns out to be the fucking chosen child. Prophecies foretold about him. Most badass parents is one from the most broken bloodline in the universe. The other one from probably one of the second most broken bloodlines of the universe. While also being fucking legendary shinobi. It's like, come on. The only reason he took so long to graduate from the academy is nobody actually taught him how to control his chakra. It was ridiculous. And then One Piece, well, Luffy's just Luffy. That's all that I need to say about that. Luffy, just Luffy. I ain't gonna talk about parents when it comes to Luffy, or else there's a whole rabbit hole about his mother, and I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Not again. Not again. What item do we want here? Something for Aatrox would probably be good. There's nothing too good, to be honest. I guess I'll just grab the Thorn Mail. It's still usable for him. We've actually gotten pretty unlucky with finding our last few dozen champions. Our last 5 costs that we need is not showing up. I can't take Set seriously in this game. Like, literally every time you grab Set, it's always, what did you say about my mama? Like, come on, man. Oh, come on, man. Okay, we have that item. Do I want to throw it on him? Let's just throw it on him, actually. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have some of the characters saying like multiple different voice lines when you grab them to put them on the board and that, but the fact that Set is always just saying, what did you say about my mama? Is just way too funny. Okay, it's not going bad. Zack is staying alive, which keeps our Kale in the game. Okay, everybody's going to start dropping soon, so we should... I was going to say we should be secured in the top 4. We're literally winning. What am I talking about? And we just found our next person that we needed. Perfect. Perfect. We're at 6 Juggernaut. Yes, I had to stop to read that. It is what it is. So yeah, we're at 6 Juggernaut. Set can be at 2 star. That's probably the only thing that can boost us in power at the moment. Other than that, we're sitting pretty pretty. Pretty pretty, if you ask me. Okay, this Echo is on his last life. Everybody's just close to dying. Everybody could just literally die almost, which would be hilarious. That being said, if somebody hits their stride, they could defeat us. We have got a strong build. Honestly, I was keeping the glove because if I can get another glove, I can put it on my 5 cost just to give me an inherent power boost. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be hoarding it, but it is what it is, to be honest. I honestly forgot that I even had it. Okay, that Echo would be so happy that he fell into the top 4, though. That happened to me the other day, and it felt so great. I was like, no, I'm like 7th. Well, how dare this? And then I turned out to be 4th, and I was like, yes. But actually, we're in a very strong situation. I thought that a set like this, or the board that I have, would be very strong in the mid game, but fall off very hard in the late game. But it's actually kept its stride going very well. What are you going to give me? What are you going to give me, game? How dare you make me think? Let's just do that. Honestly, at the end of the day, we're not going to get the item that we want. Jesus Christ, that's terrible. I'm going to keep hold of it. I'm going to keep hold of it anyway. Let's see if we can power up. We only need a little bit. There we go. Now, if we can just find another Lee Sin, that'll be perfect. And then we'll have our 5 cost a 2-star. Honestly, I don't know if many of the people are actually too big of a threat to me. I said that, and now watch me eat my own words. Oh no, our Kale is just wiping. Oh, that other dude just died. So this dude who I'm versing just beat that person. Now I'm also versing him. Oh, okay. We have a fight on our hands. He is a problem. How do I fix this problem? It's a bit brutal to roll down this brutal. I'm so close to Udia 3. I didn't get to change the least in around. I guess any little bit of damage will help. I think changing the positioning will help me out a bit. Yeah, I only need to win once, to be honest, so... Yeah, that positioning changes help a lot. That knock-up, though, changes the board a bit. It feels rude when that happens. We really just need to get into that back line. His front line's pretty strong. I need one Udia or one Lee Sin to change this game up. I'm going for the Udia. God damn it. How do we beat this? How do we beat that? How do we beat that? Honestly, I think we just do that. Yeah, we just do that. Yeah. Basically, we're just going to be battling all of our tanks together, battling against tank, while we see who can do the most damage. They have the much better damage dealers. That's one of the reasons why I'm falling so much further short. That Classen just gains back all of health. That sucks. Yeah, we're dead. There's no way we can survive this. GG. GG. I'm still happy to come second to go. We got promoted. Nice. To be fair, we were close to... Well, actually, we weren't even close to it, but we're still technically just out of our promos. So it'll level us up quickly when we need to. Well, that is going to be it for me for tonight. If you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to follow, subscribe, and like. Generally play TFT on here, to be honest. Wouldn't mind to mix it up a little bit. Definitely been thinking about a few other things. Other than that, I hope that everyone has a lovely night and a safe day tomorrow. Catches.